Luke Melfa, and this is your BMB Coronavirus Report for Saturday, May 2nd, and this is the end of the 7th week of school we've missed since we began following the stay-at-home order. Yesterday in Albany, Governor Cuomo announced the end of the 2020 school year.
We must protect our students, we have to protect our educators, and given the circumstances that we're in and the precautions that would have to be put in place to come up with a plan to reopen schools with all those new protocols. How do you operate a school that's socially distanced, with masks, without gatherings, with a public transportation system that has a lower number of students on it? How would you get that plan up and running? We don't think it's possible to do that in a way that would keep our children and students and educators safe. So we're going to have the schools remain closed for the rest of the year. We're going to continue the distance learning programs.
Governor Cuomo also announced a series of measures that would need to be implemented prior to school opening again in the fall. Stay tuned to BMB as we bring you reactions to the announcement and thoughts about next year. Yesterday here in Bellmore-Merrick, in honor of Commitment Day, all 3 high schools held parking lot parades to honor their graduating seniors.
I teach 3 classes of seniors, and most of them I've had since they were freshmen, and I wanted to give them a little happiness before they went, because this is really sad that they don't have what we had going through graduation and everything in their senior year. And they're our kids, you know. We love them, and I wanted to see them. I miss them.
Because these are our kids, like we say it all the time. They really are our kids, and this is a sad thing that they're not going to be able to enjoy what we got to enjoy as kids, and I felt this is the best we can do to just show our support and love that we are here for them. And
for me, seeing their faces when they turn the corner and they feel like they have lost so much this year, and then they see this, makes me feel good that it's something to be happy about.
Getting the news today about school closure for the rest of the year, I think, really hit home for all of us. It was quite heartbreaking, so this was a moment to celebrate these kids and celebrate their accomplishments and send them on their way with a smile and some sunshine.
Thanks to all the faculty members who showed around the district to honor their seniors. Now let's check in with our BMB reporters to get some instant reactions to the governor's decision.
I'm Melfa reporting from Wilson Avenue, and we recently just found out that school will be closed for the rest of the year. Now, of course, that is pretty upsetting.
And that's a really difficult, news to hear. It shows really the severity of the situation.
I'm not surprised. I thought that this pandemic would last shorter than it is right now, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people thought that as well, but
the first thing that comes to mind are the seniors. I don't think that any one of them would have ever imagined that their senior year would be cut short due to a pandemic.
But I definitely feel bad for them for missing out on their senior show of their drama kids or their last season of spring sports. But I know they're going to do amazing things in the future.
To be honest, I think it would have been too soon if we opened up anyways, because I think it would have caused another setback and cases would increase drastically again.
I'm not shocked at the fact that we won't be returned to school. I mean, obviously I'm upset, it's my first year of high school. I want to be able to complete it, in my actual school as opposed to in front of a computer screen.
And I'm honestly pretty sad about it. I know I'm a freshman and I still have 3 amazing years to look forward to at Mepham, but it's honestly really sad that I don't get to finish my first one. It has been amazing so far, and I really wish I could have continued it.
Social distancing and staying apart is important, but to know that the governor thinks that it's going to be lasting until the end of the school year at least is tough to hear.
But it's what we have to do.
I would have liked to spend the rest of the year with my friends and just in a normal classroom environment, but what we have now will do.
And let's not try to dwell on this. Even though it is sad, let's make the best of this and keep social distancing.
And I just hope that the school year can start like normal in September. So from BMB, I've been Louis Saracini.
I'm Haley Hepworth.
I'm Lilia Pez.
I'm Michael Galfano.
I'm Lou Mattis.
But once again, for BMB from Wilson Avenue, I'm Melissa Romandetto.
Thanks, guys. Now in Saturday tradition, here's BMB's Kyle Santagato with the BMB Commentary of the Week.
Hello, My name's Kyle Santagato, and I'm going to be doing another commentary today. Okay, so it's the beginning of May, new month, and today was the day where it was announced that senior year for me, as well as for every other person who goes to high school in the district, it is officially the end of it. This is the end of the year. We're not going to have school classes for the rest of the year, and it's over. So personally, I agree. I do agree with this decision. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't want people getting sick or hurt because we're in school. It's not a risk that I want to take, and it's not a risk that's worth taking. And for that reason, I agree that this is something we have to do. But at the same time, that doesn't make it any less painful to hear. I was very hopeful. I was very hopeful that we would get back to it. We would all, share one big freaking school day together one more time. Even just one more day. Where I'd go through with my classes, I'd see all my friends again. And it'd be a normal day, I guess. But that's not going to be the case, sadly. And as much as I wish it was, I can't say I'm surprised that it's not. Sacrifice is a necessity in times like these, and this is a sacrifice we have to make. It's difficult, it's hard to hear, and it sucks. But I can't be mad because they're doing it to keep me and my family safe. They're doing it for us, not because they hate us, but because they love us. And I can't be mad at them for that. So am I mad? Am I upset? Am I devastated? Sure, I'm devastated. I'm sad. I'm upset that it's over. But I understand that this is the best course of action. And I think anybody, when given a decision between keeping everyone safe or risking it just to have the rest of the school year, I think this is a decision that anybody would make. Today was a great day. Not because school was canceled, but because there was a parade. For me, as a senior, and for the rest of the seniors who are not going to have their senior year, there was a nice little parade of the faculty and teachers and a few others who just came out on their lawn and said congrats. There was a fire truck. There were people who I've seen my 4 years at Mepham, and hell, people I've seen since I was in middle school were there. And that really helped. It made me smile. A genuine smile for what feels like the first time in a month. And I felt so happy to see everyone again. I felt so thankful to be part of a school that cares so much. They didn't have to do it. I think that's what gets me, is that, they could have just said, this is it, and that'd be over. But they put this together, and they made it something special. And I think that speaks to what this kind of pandemic can do. It may bring out the worst in people, but it also brings out the best in the communities that we have. This is one of the best gifts I think I've ever been given, and I think any other senior who went to this should feel the same. I don't know what to say. when we drove up to it, I was like, this is just, it's not going to make up for it. But I think it did. I really think that this made up for it. This is out of their control. This is something that we couldn't have possibly predicted. And this is something that was going to happen whether or not we freaking took every precaution in the world. We were going to go through something like this. But what matters is how we respond, and I think not only have we responded amazingly as a community, but as people, we've responded greatly. I'm not gonna be the first person to say that I'm gonna miss Mepham, but I'm definitely not gonna say that this is not something I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life. I'll look back on this day not with anger or grief, but with happiness and joy because of what they've done. And they turned a day that could have been so plagued in shadow, and they brought a light to it that made it something that I will cherish throughout the rest of this pandemic when it does end. And it will end. I want to thank everyone who went, all the teachers and faculty who put this together and made this day so special. Not just for me, not just for my family, but for every family who went, for every family who's going through this, and for every family who's in a community that just needs a good little smile to get through every day. Today was a good day. And I only have my teachers, my faculty, and my community to thank for that. And I'll never forget it. My name's Kyle Santagato. And thank you all. Stay strong, stay positive, and look for the good even when the bad seems so prevalent. Thank you.
Thanks, Kyle. So that'll do it for another episode of the BMB Daily Report. Be sure to subscribe to BMB to get the latest on all that is going on around the district during this difficult time. To the members of our community and of our family who are struggling today, please know you're not alone. For BMB, I'm Luke Melfa.